Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and we are ready to start the Dagor Carlanthir. So again, I didn't feel comfortable splitting this moment in between two episodes. I think we'll be better off if we try to do this battle, in one go. But the question now is, where can I find my allies? Do you have any idea, Gandalf?
Press forward and lend your assistance where you may.
The battle rages all about us and your friends have need of you. Yeah, I know that, but... where exactly are my friends? Oh boy. I have no idea where to go. Okay, I see a small ring there now. At least I have some idea. Right. Rahâzi, okay.
The Dumûri of Umbar will neither back down nor retreat.
We will not relinquish a single step to these foes. Beriathan, find my mother somewhere to the north and learn from her one of the great tales of old Shagâna. To hear those names recounted will inspire the Dumûri to greater heights of combat prowess when they need it most. Come on. Okay, now I see somebody else in here, Legolas.
There are not enough of us to maintain a complete defensive line.
See you not the holes in our defense? Go to the waterfall ahead of me to the northwest and try to fill the gap there. You must battle the enemies that seek to take advantage of our limited numbers. Do not leave that spot until you have stayed there long enough to make a difference. Afterward, you should find Gimli and see if he knows of a similar gap in our defensive line. Just a sec, Legolas. Yeah, I mean, how can you not love a picture like this, right? Oh boy, take a look at the sky. Wow. Wow. Amazing. Anything else I might be... Any other cool beasts I might be missing in here? I'm sorry if I'm taking too much time, but... Wow. Okay. Well, defend the waterfall we must, I guess. So you have to defend this location long enough to secure it from enemies? A full minute? Okay. I should be able to do a whole minute. Yeah, there they come, more orcs. That should be okay. You have secured the northwest waterfall. Alright, so what comes next? Here we have Girhâzi? Yeah. I mean, I think it would be better if keeping this off for a while I take a few pictures. So again, hope you don't mind. We must triumph, for the lands that lie behind us will suffer terrible torments at the hands of these vile creatures. Rahâzi is writing this, Beriathan. Our people should be reminded of the great heroes that came before us. Sing a song of the great hero Shurug-nîn to the fight in Dumûri, and they will fight more fiercely than ever before. The melody is not as important as the words themselves. Think of Shurug-nîn as she fought the great dragon Akhisi, the winged terror. Think of Shurug-nîn's powerful allies among elves, both the ancient King Tai of the Emerald Wood and the more distant elves who gave her the mighty sword Khôltekh. Think of how she slew orcs by the thousands. These names from our great histories will inspire the Dumûri who hear them. Oh, I mean, Gimli was... Yeah, Gimli, there you are. Let me take a picture of Gimli and maybe I will turn the rings back on.
I cannot be everywhere at once!
I cannot be everywhere at once, Beriathan. You will have to fill the gaps in our defenses. Legolas had the same idea? Then you can assure him it was a good one, for I have a sharp mind for such things. But go to the waterfall to my southeast and defend it until you have made a difference as you did at the others. So this one. You have to defend this location long enough to secure it from your enemies. Okay, here they come. Oh boy. I don't know how big of a range we have to move without leaving the location or fail the quest. So I don't dare move from this spot, which is a pain if we're gonna be fighting with this friggin' Eye of Sauron again. Have secured the southwestern waterfall. Okay, not so bad. So if I could make a keybind for the overhead icons, the overhead quest icons, I would enjoy that so much. Anyway. Ah, it's a group of Dumûri warriors, I see. You seen of Shurug-nîn and her allies among the King Tai elves long ago. You think of Shurug-nîn and her mighty elf-forged sword, Khôltekh. You think of Shurug-nîn and the dragon Akhisi. You think of Shurug-nîn slaying thousands of orcs.
Let us hope your defensive work at those locations showed the orcs the folly of seeking to slip past our line.
The battle shows no sign of nearing its end, but I have not yet begun to tire. I am certain Gimli would say the same. Okay. What do we have in here? Sirgon.
I am not as young as once I was, but I can still fight!
I will not have Balakhâd return from his city with reinforcements to see me cowering behind the line of battle. Let us slay as many orcs as we can, Beriathan, and protect the lives of our friends and the homes we left behind. I mean, you are so eager to die and add to my count for this quest. Go ahead. All right. So, skirmishers, and warriors. Okay. That's one.
These songs of our great hero Shurug-nîn have stirred my heart and those of the other Dumûri.
The melody was unfamiliar, Beriathan, but we knew the words. They have done as my mother wished, and our people fight more fiercely than before. What named the wizard this battle? Dagor Carlanthir? To my people it will be the Sabudamar, the Red Rush battle, and perhaps it one day number among the great songs of the Ambaruli. Alright, now I just need to find some more people to fight. Goblin-spy. Okay. Oh boy, right. I'm getting lots of tokens. And I am at the max, so I'm basically doing nothing. I wonder how many tokens have I lost already, because I forgot to turn them in when I should have. Oh boy. Feel a little bit stupid now. Something told me to go back to Upnishir before advancing the epic, because you see we have that quest we still need to turn in. And after doing Upnishir, I should have gone to the 21st hole. Well, to the Hardened Traveler. It's just that I always talk to him at the 21st hole. In any case, I was silly. Not the biggest mistake I've ever made, but still, it's a shame because I have counted at least 4 tokens already. Ah well, what can we do? Oh boy. Yeah, I think I picked a very bad place to fight these warriors because they keep coming and coming. If I stay there, there will not be an end to them. For real? Wow. There we go.
There is no end to these creatures. Good.
That means there is still glory to be won, and we will win it. I have not engaged in combat like this for years, Beriathan. I will not let down my friends. For Lebanon and for Gondor. Okay, back to Thrandir. I still have not gotten used to calling him with that name. But as a man of Gondor, I mean, that's the name Beriathan should be using. It's just that it's situations like this, it's really hard for me to separate myself from the character, you know.
Defenses.
I cannot pinpoint from where this sorcery comes, but I know it must lie within Utug-bûr. One of the Thardúth seeks to know who defies his people, and he challenges my resolve. Worry not for me. My defenses hold for the time being. Return to where the fighting is thickest, and lend your aid to your friends once again. I did see Sigileth and Silirtas further north, so I guess, yeah, we gotta talk to them now. But other than them, I don't know who else we should talk to. Khôltekh, yeah. Not surprising. Khôltekh and Rothog, of course. Makes sense. Battles are won by the side that obtains the most intelligence. Hunt the goblin-spies that scamper throughout the battlefield, Beriathan. They should pose little danger to you, but while they live, they can deliver messages to their masters. We must stop the delivery of these messages if we wish to attain the upper hand in this battle. And, Rothog?
Have you yet broken a sweat? I'm instructing these orcs in the folly of facing the kindred of the coins.
And their allies. Húrshauk hungers for direction, Beriathan. There are spy masters working for the orcs, and they call out battle plans from the high ground to the south, beyond where stands the wizard. Find these orc spy masters and point them out to Húrshauk so he can disrupt their plans. Oh boy, I really want to see that in action. Glorfindel, okay.
I saw how the warriors of Umbar responded when you invoked the name of their great hero.
Let us similarly inspire the elves. Take this elf stone and hold it aloft in the company of the Eldar. May it shine as a beacon against the darkness that threatens to spill from Utug-bûr. Okay. The elf twins, of course, but where are they? Because I have not seen them at all. I wonder if maybe they are to the south, like maybe... Yeah, maybe... All these new quests that we have just gotten will all deal with the battle to the south, because, well, we have the goblin spies. We already saw a few of them. And the spy masters, hopefully Elladan and Elrohir will be there as well. What are you doing? God's sake, stop it. Okay, there is one goblin spying here, yeah. I see another one. Don't worry, Garlic, we will be okay. Great. Yeah, another goblin spying here. Try and grab as many of these spies as we can. Balakhâd? What? What is he doing here? Despite his injuries, Balakhâd survived his fight with a goblin spy.
When Sigileth, the elf, came to the oasis to speak with the Kintai, I listened to the message she brought.
He spoke of the great evil waking in these canyons, but I did not expect. Balakhâd's eyes are wide as he stares about himself at the boiling mass of orcs. I wanted to see it for myself, but no longer. No longer. Well, if you're gonna escape, then you gotta wait. There he goes. Okay, talk to Khôltekh, but really could use a map for this place. Because Rothog's directions were really not that detailed. I mean, he said south of the wizard, but Brazilac. Huh. Wait a second. Yeah, I mean, love the lightning in this place. And I wanna see Húrshauk leaps into action. I would have preferred something a little bit more animated. If we could have seen Húrshauk literally leaped, but it was still good. Still really fun. Oh. All right. Húrshauk leaps again into action. Yeah, it's a shame that we cannot get closer. Would have been really fun. Okay, Elladan and Elrohir are to the northwest. PT. Stop it, please. Attacking an enemy's sources of knowledge may at times be more effective than wounding them directly. Knowledge is power, Beriathan. Never forget that. With you, I don't think so. I have not mentioned it because I sort of got it spoiled by reading somebody's comments on the matter of how they were glad that Khôltekh didn't betray us at the end. So yeah, I knew Khôltekh wouldn't turn his back on us, but if you were paying attention to what he said to Azagath, he didn't side with him because he would replace Sauron with a different Dark Lord, and that is, of course, really stupid. Not because... I mean, Khôltekh did it because it doesn't make any sense to create another Dark Lord. But he also said that he wants to be on the winning side, so that means that at any point he can still betray us if it serves his interests, and I still expect him to at some point. We still have the matter of that artifact that he had at Furukhzahar back in oh boy, what was it, Lebanon? No. Yeah, back in Lebanon. I don't know, back in Gondor. He brought an artifact in there. So there is still more to Khôltekh than meets the eye, and he made the right choice this time, but I am still not so sure about the future.
Together you and Húrshauk have disrupted our opponent's battle plan.
Well done, Beriathan. Victory cannot be far away now. Ah, there they are. Elladan and Elrohir. I think this is gonna be a really cool animation, so... Oh, but of course somebody's gonna come and attack. And somebody else as well. Oh boy. Boy, that is close. So again, as I was saying, this is gonna be a really cool animation. I want to get a good angle of this. Hopefully this is the one. The light of the Elfstone shines upon Elladan and Elrohir. Well, at least I know where Legolas is. Who now? Jeez. I think I can stand on this rock with Legolas, yeah. The animation is super quick, but I think I still can get a couple pictures out of it. Yeah. The light of the elf stone shines upon Legolas. And now we have Sigileth. Hopefully Silirtas too. I mean, I know they are right next to each other, but well, since Silirtas is not of the Eldar, I am not sure if the Elfstone will have the same effect on her than it will do the others, but we'll see. I really need to find... What are you doing? No. Yeah, it's just that this Utug guy is so big. I don't see myself. The light of the Elfstone shines upon Sigileth.
The Orcs fear and hate the light of the Elfstone you carry, even as it renews my own determination to triumph.
I returned as quickly as I could with some of the Ava Varkintai, and they fight bravely in defense of their groves and their people. But you should know something, Beriathan. Balakhâd was not yet fully recovered from his injuries, but he followed my small band of Kintai reinforcements here from Shurug-nîn. I saw him at times from a great distance pursuing us as we came north. I know not where he is now, but he may watch the battle from afar, waiting to see which side prevails. I think it would have been better if we had met Balakhâd after this one. You come over here. Fight me on melee. Fight me on melee so that I can... Really? Stop it! Oh, for God's sake, that's what you get for making me move so much.
Thank you for bringing the light of the Elfstone to bear during the battle.
We will fight on. We have no choice but to prevail. I mean, I see a lot of Dumûri warriors, but the Kintai. Ah, these are the Kintai. Yeah, I mean, it's really easy to mistake them from Dumûri warriors because well, the battlefield is so red that all other colors get kind of lost. They are as well wearing some red, so yeah, it's hard to make them apart. The Dumûri and the Kintai.
You have come back, but the fighting persists.
Thrandir's voice is weary with strain, his face haggard and drawn. The Thardúth remain within their temple, Beriathan. We must count that a blessing. Thrandir falls silent, his attention focused upon a distant, invisible foe.
Thrandir is in trouble. Is there nothing we can do to help him?
If the Thardúth emerge from within the temple, Corudan stares at you with a dawning realization. We have to prevent the Thardúth from leaving Utug-bûr. I know what we have to do. Well, mind, we already have a picture of Gandalf. Let's see what we need to do.
We need to seal the entrance of Utug-bûr before the Thardúth emerge to finish us.
We need to retrieve the hungry fire from Ashâgir. I will tell Rothog. We have need of his strength.
We must reach the hidden chamber before it is too late.
Azagath and his Thardúth masters may not know why we have returned to Ashâgir, but if they marked our passage here, they will try to stop us. We must be prepared for anything as we return to that sealed chamber, Beriathan. The fortress is more unstable than I thought. The straight way to the chamber has been blocked since last we came here. That's not good. We have to circle around. Rothog moves at his own pace. You will have to accept it. Well, as long as you show up for the fight. I mean, you're missing a pretty good fight here, Rothog. You wouldn't want that, right? This way should be faster. Hurry! Oh. Like this. We are fortunate the room has not been sealed once more. Oh boy. I know of this Narghâk, this hungry fire only by its evil reputation. I will carry as many of the crates as I can safely hold, Beriathan, but if they should come alight, I will ensure neither you nor Corudan the elf escape the burning. If I am to perish in a conflagration of Narghâk, so too will you. See that I do not. I mean, what can you say to that except, yeah, sure. Belondor! You made it!
There you are. But where did you disappear? No, it matters not.
Did you see the arrival of Belondor? He returned at the head of an army of Umbari soldiers and they have joined the battle. My own battle with my unseen Thardúth opponent is at a low ebb. He has relaxed his onslaught for the moment, perhaps to change to a more successful tactic. It may be the tide is near to turning.
It is good to see you are well.
When I set out for Umbar Baharbel, I believed your wizard might wait to begin fighting the battle until I returned with my army, but it turns out that was not in his plan. But we're here now, and there is no shortage of orcs to fight. But where are the ancient creatures of which he spoke? Where are these corrupted elves? So, what do we have here? Maybe this one? I don't know. Vitality, physical mastery. I mean, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one.
Is Azagath here? I have business with the Sea Shadow.
Let us push forward. My blade hungers for the blood of betrayers. Let us fight alongside the soldiers that march with me to the battle. Lead on, Beriathan. Okay, so again, we have the Kintai soldiers. Ah, here we have the Umbari soldiers. Okay. Cool. These are more Umbari soldiers. The Dumûri. Oh no! No, 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 no. Sirgon has sustained a grievous wound, but his allies still fight to defend him.
It is bad.
Well, he was in a pretty bad spot. Orcs don't stop coming. In fact, I think this guy is gonna aggro on us as well. No? Good. Not moving from this place, I'm sorry. It is bad, Beriathan. Sirgon stood his ground against one of the great Utugi as it bore down upon us, but he saw not the smaller creature that followed in the wake of the huge orc. A small as spinny goblin thing. It struck him a dozen times with its knife before we noticed. Really? Caladan lowers his voice until you can only just hear him over the sound of the fighting. He will not survive this battle, Beriathan. We have done all we could. No! We did not come this far to have Sirgon die. Refuse to believe it. Battle is not yet over, is it? I can hear the fighting. How are we doing? Over the sound of fighting, you hear Corudan calling for you to the east. Oi, I don't like leaving Sirgon like this.
We are not yet finished. We have to place the Narghâk around the entrance, or it will be too late.
If the Thardúth emerge from Utug-bûr, it's all over, Beriathan. Can you hear me?
This will be our only chance. We have to collapse the entrance before the Thardúth emerge. I wish we need not make use of the hungry fire, but we have no choice.
Oh boy. Are we gonna finally meet one of the Thardúth face to face, even if it's not a direct confrontation? I don't know. If the Thardúth were truly one of my people, I want to do my part in sealing them away, Beriathan. I and Corudan will set the Narghâk to the right of the entrance. You and Sigileth can place the Narghâk on the left side. We will seal the entrance to Utug-bûr, and this fallen King Tai will no longer trouble the world. I don't like this. Remember Corudan's dream? I have a feeling of what's going to happen, and I don't like it. I don't know, but I have a hunch.
What are you doing?
There we go again. They had stopped, just like the last time. I know I probably shouldn't. Frozen and moving figures stand near at hand. Where?
We can still hurt you. Our pawn has teeth. Feel not the madness in his eyes.
Talking about Azagath? Yeah, Azagath and Silirtas. As I was saying, I know I probably shouldn't, but I really like this filter, this dreamlike filter, so I do enjoy taking as many pictures with it as I can. At the same time, In desperation, you call her name, but Silirtas remains frozen, unaware of the evil that threatens her. Boy. No. Oh yeah, there she is. Hoping against hope, you check the Citadel for some sign of life, but there are none to be found. Silirtas is dead.
What can we do? We are out of time!
Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't have any room, but thankfully I can still use some of these items. What can we do? We're out of time.
We must seal the entrance. My sister is still inside. What do we do?
I beg you, Beriathan, we have to rescue Sigileth before the entrance is sealed. That's what I thought was gonna happen. Silirtas is gonna get trapped inside a temple. I don't think we can stop that before the Narghâk explodes.
We have to be.
We will not have much time to bring Sigileth back out of the darkness, Beriathan. If the Narghâk explodes while we are still inside... Corudan shakes his head firmly. We will be quick. We have to be. Hurry now, my friend. There is no time to waste.
Great evil resides within this place. We should find my sister and get out of here.
I don't know if I should have brought Garliff to this place, honestly. Hurry, Beriathan. We have little time to waste. What is this place?
Sigileth wounded these creatures, but she did not stay to finish them.
Go. The Utug warrior. Or Sigileth would wound one of these guys. Just need to finish him off.
Oh boy.
Can go no further. We would not have the time to escape. Call for her! It is all we can do!
Use your words with care and call for Sigileth to return to you? No! No, not again! No, we are not doing this again of having different options of dialogue. Alright. It seems we are doing it again. So, I'm gonna pick the dialogue that I think would work best. But we of course will take a look through them all eventually. So, you have remember me, remember yourself, remember your brother, remember the hidden guard, remember cruel dancer, remember Silirtas. I would think remember cruel dancer is the better one in here, because Sigileth did mention the dangers of letting yourself be consumed by revenge, and she didn't want that to happen. So your voice echoes along the walls of the corridor.
Sigileth! We are out of time! We have to leave! Run!
I mean, much like instance with Tatatha, I don't expect the outcome to be any different depending on which one you choose, but maybe you will get some extra information with some of these other options we'll need to check. Days pass and a ruler in Umbar anxiously awaits news. Oh wow. What did I see? What did you see, Dax? An army approaches Umbar. You tell Jajax that a great force of old soldiers emerged from Ambarul, drawing even with Telperian's wall, but they raised no banner and you could not discern their loyalties. Did you see Beriathan among them? Or perhaps Belondor leads these men? Is this army the same that he took with him in haste, or is it an army of Earthsworn come to take the city? I am not bringing Harmelach these tidings, Dax. I leave that to you. What is it? I can see from your face you have tidings to share, but you fear they will be unwelcome. Speak them and I will decide if it is so. You tell Harmelach that an army approaches the city, but you are unable to see who leads it or what their intentions may be. Harmelach purses her lips, deep in thought. When Belondor asked to bring soldiers to battle in the lands to the east, I told him I needed time to think upon it. He waited not for my answer, but took the soldiers and marched within the hour. Such disrespect cannot be allowed, but it is said that when commanders of men taste victory in battle, they can at times desire more and more. If Belondor leads this returning army, will he think to use it to take control of the city? Or perhaps this is an army of Earthsworn. If Balakhâd escaped capture by the party sent to retrieve him, his survival could prove a beacon to his folk. Thinks he to overthrow the Kindred of the Coins? But from where could this army have come? You suggest to Harmelach that there may be a third possibility. She considers you carefully. What is this third possibility, tidings bearer Daxamat? You suggest that the army may be tired from battle in the east, and the soldiers may simply want to return home. In this you see the guidance of Beriathan, a hero who knows when to fight and when not to fight. Harmelach weighs your suggestion. We will see if you are right, Daxamat, we will see. Send word to the scouts that whoever leads this army is to be brought before me at once. Days earlier, in the aftermath of the Dagor Carlanthir. I knew it. I knew Sigileth will get trapped inside. Boy, can these brothers get a break. First, Sigileth falls in Dol Guldur. Corudan mourns. Then Corudan goes missing in Rohan. Turns Sigileth is alive. Sigileth mourns. They finally reunite and now Sigileth is trapped again. And
I also want to point out, I hope they didn't bring Sigileth back just to kill her again, because that would totally suck. Break the rubble beside the collapsed entrance to Utug-bûr. Where exactly is that rubble? Please don't tell me this got bugged again. Because I cannot get far enough. Boy. I cannot get far enough. Ah. No! Sigileth. Ah, she's trapped and this thing bugged on me. Oh god, no. Ah. I guess I'll need to be back when this thing decides to work. Yeah, when the thing doesn't bug out on you, it's so much better. This rubble fell from from above during the explosion at the battle's end. She lives? Can it be possible? Please? Beriathan, has anyone ever told you you are such a bother? Sigileth smiles up at you weakly. Thank you, my dear friend, she murmurs quietly. Thank God she didn't get trapped inside. Thank God.
And so the battle ends in victory for the united forces of Shagâna, Umbar, and Gondor.
I can still feel the presence of the Thardúth with whom I strove. His hatred and his anger burn still in the darkness of Utug-bûr like a beacon. But his rage is unfocused, and it will be some time before he or his kind can emerge to travel Middle-earth again. The threat of the Thardúth has been reduced, but it is not eliminated. Other bolts of like kind to Utug-bûr may lie just beneath the surface. The breaking of the Geese of Morgoth means the occupants of these other hidden strongholds now stir restlessly, their long slumber nearing its end. I believe the dominion of Sikar stretched across much of Shagâna after all, if the deadly spirit that told me of its existence can be believed. What cause would it have to lie to me, Beriathan? The wizard sighs and you see the faintest hint of a smile beneath his beard. It seems I have made a habit of giving you bad tidings, my friend. I was named Ladspell once in a distant land. Ill news. And if I keep going at this rate, you will begin calling me that too. So here are some good tidings. By your deeds and those of your friends and allies, a great evil has been opposed. The Thardúth will not rise again for some time, at least. So let me see. Yeah, the cosmetic is the same for all of them. Vitality, critical rating, finesse. Vitality, tactical mitigation. Physical mitigation. Incoming healing. Oh. Let's take this one.
But the cost of this victory was high.
Those who survive the battle will need words of healing and of support now, Beriathan. You must give them what you are able, for they will look to you for guidance, Shagâni, Umbari, and Gondorian alike. Yeah, I think this is the end of the book, so maybe we can extend this episode a little bit more.
I have made Sirgon as comfortable as I can, but there is nothing else that can be done.
His final moments approach. Boy. We lost Sirgon and Silirtas. Both. That sucks. Sirgon winces with the effort of speaking, but he refuses to be silent. My wife and my children. Tell them I love them. Tell them too that I was a fool to leave, but that at the end I was at peace. And I want you to tell Gwôlnag that I captained a boat of my own. I set out upon my final voyage, and I look forward to seeing him again on a distant shore. Tell him not that I died like this. Sirgon closes his eyes and it seems he is gone, but with a great effort he opens them once last time. Elessar must not be foe of the Shagâni people. He must not be the third Hiarmendakil. Will you help him? Help him live up to... Sirgon embarks upon his final voyage and speaks no more. Boy, that sucks.
This triumph is bittersweet. I am sorry for the losses you have suffered.
I too weep for lost friends. Dear Surdusha, with whom I joined the ranks of the Dumûri only a few years ago, perished during this battle. She would not wish me to dwell upon it, and as a trained warrior I know to do so is a weakness, but her loss cuts deeply. I know this battle had to be fought eventually, Beriathan, and if it was not waged in Urashdar, it would one day have to be fought in Ambarul, perhaps within Iridir itself. Surdusha would not have wanted that, and neither would I.
The stories of our past glories and our mighty heroes spread from fighter to fighter during the battle,
inspiring each of my warriors to attain ever greater heights of skill and ferocity. In days to come, the tale of the Savudamar, the Red Rush battle, will join those revered accounts. When Rahâzi came to Iridir with your need, I considered sending only a small number of Dumûri in my stead. I am glad now I did not, for the battle was glorious and I would weep to miss it. Let the Ordakai tremble before our demonstrated might against foes older and more terrible than they, and know that to the Ambaruli they are nothing. Take to Rothog now, and Húrshauk.
My hunger for battle is sated.
My accomplishments are in need of sharpening once again, and that is not the mark of a successful journey? I enjoyed fighting alongside Tathatha, but she seems to have disappeared again. In the brief time that I have known her, she has never enjoyed large gatherings, unless those large gatherings involve a great number of combatants. Few can understand the Leonine language of Húrshauk as I can, but I will tell you that he now likes you very much. There is nothing like a shared victory to knit bonds of friendship, is there? Go ahead and give him a pat, Beriathan. You and he have both earned it. Rothog's lion Húrshauk looks at you pointedly. Okay, I'm gonna pat a lion because why not? What could ever go wrong with this? Húrshauk rumbles at you appreciatively. Okay, I enjoyed it. I gotta be honest. I also have the lion pet from the reward track. I don't know. Can we headcanon this as Húrshauk joining us on the journey for a while? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
I heard something very interesting.
I heard that not only is the son of Balakhâd alive, but he was seen fighting on the edge of the battle. I wonder, how could this be true when you assured me that Balakhâd was dead? Instead of answering the question, you pose one of your own, asking what Khôltekh knows about the disappearance of the water bearers that took from Gelburu. The dwarf eyes you appraisingly. I must apologize, Beriathan, for I underestimated you. It will not happen again. But know this, there are none in this land better than I at spycraft. It was not always so, but it is now. Bear that in mind should you think to oppose my interests. Yeah, I told you, this thing with Khôltekh will not end well.
We have known each other for less than a year, but it seems I have been indebted to you countless times.
You have my thanks once again, Beriathan, and those of my sister. You did not have to follow me into the darkness of Utug-bûr, risking entombment with our terrible foes, but you came with me anyway. Corudan grasps your forearm tightly. I will never forget that, my friend. He releases your arm and your gaze. If you did not know better, you would think his expression might be one of embarrassment. It passes quickly and he is once again his usual practical self. Could we have sealed the entrance to Utug-bûr without making use of the Narghâk, Beriathan? Now it matters not, for the deed is done. The collapse required very little of the hungry fire, and much of the substance remains in the hidden stockpile deep within Ashâgir. We must set a guard upon it night and day, to ensure that none think to use it for their own purposes. You know of whom I speak, but I would not trust the hungry fire in the hands of any who seek it. Totally understand what you mean, Corudan.
I was in darkness, even before I passed the threshold into Utug-bûr.
As Azagath approached Silirtas with murder in his eye, I was overcome by a rage I have never felt before and never will again. I pursued him into the temple, but I saw nothing of my surroundings. The steps were a red haze, the fog that surrounded me pulsed in time with the pounding of my blood. I would slay him and I would die with him, and Silirtas would be avenged. Sigileth stares at you with haunted eyes. What did Silirtas says happen to a Quinta that is slain in battle? They become wandering, restless spirits, wrathful and hostile, she said. For that to be her fate filled me with tremendous anger and sorrow, and still does. No amount of death and vengeance can repay Azagath or his masters for the cruel, endless life they have forced upon Silirtas. Back in Umbar, I spoke to Nauriel of the Green Hills about the futility of vengeance, and I meant it. Was that not the lesson of Cruel Dancer? I thought I had learned the lesson well, but it was not until I heard your voice in the darkness of Utug-bûr that I truly learned what it means to rise above the cycle of death. For Silirtas, I gave it up. If she is to wander, I too will wander. If she is to be restless, I will try to give her rest, and if she is wrathful, I will seek to give her peace. Carlanthir has done its work. I will leave it before Utug-bûr in memory of Silirtas, and of Cruel Dancer, and of Sigileth. So yeah, Cruel Dancer is definitely the right option to use within the instance. But I'm still really curious to see what happens if you pick all the other ones.
For now, the Thardúth are defeated, but we must not lower our guard.
I must learn more about these servants of Morgoth if we are to counter them, and I must learn it quickly. The dominion of Zikar passed beyond living memory, but record of its terrible rule in that distant age may remain hidden elsewhere in Shagâna. I will seek for this lost history, and if it is to be found anywhere, I will find it. It seems I am to be in Canush again. It has been many years since that name was used of me, Beriathan. But first, I should speak with the rulers of Umbar. I understand one of their number remained behind in the city. The Lady Harmelach, you say. Go there and tell her a wizard has advice and guidance to share if she has the wisdom to heed it. Return to Harmelach? Okay, I will, but before I do so, let me turn this quest in Upnisher really quick. I think it's the very last one we need to turn. And then we'll go back to Harmelach. It seems the army that we saw during the instance is indeed an army led by us. And that is really cool.
What say you, traveler?
Ah, Warden, what have you learned of the demon pits? You have no idea. You informed the Shurug of what you learned while scouting Utug-bûr. So there are even more of these monstrous creatures spouting from Utug-bûr. That is what I feared, and it appears we are losing the battle everywhere. Thank you for bringing this information to me. Yep, that's what I thought. And okay, time to go back to Umbar. I think we can use the Ledger Keepers. Yeah. Yeah, I know this has been going longer than usual. I apologize. I think now, on hindsight, it would have been more time efficient if I had split the Dagor Carlanthir in two. I didn't expect the aftermath to be this long. Really? Well, nothing that can be done now. And I still stand by my decision of having the entire battle, go through the entire battle in one go. I think that was best. So I hope you can excuse the longer than usual episode. In a way, it compensates the shorter than usual episode that we had last time, so hopefully that will work out for you. Armelach watches as you approach her dice.
I understand you faced a great evil on behalf of the kindred of the coins. For that you have my thanks, and those of all Umbari.
I look forward to a more detailed account of your adventure. Ask anything of the kindred and it will be yours if it is in our power to grant. You tell Armelach that without Belondra's arrival at Utug-bûr with his contingent of Umbari soldiers, the battle might have been lost. All you ask is the continued aid and support of Umbar Baharvel against the servants of Morgoth that now threaten Middle-earth. My city will be honored to assist in this fight, Beriathan. Is there aught else? You tell Armelach that the wizard Inkanush will call upon the kindred sometime in the days ahead, and he will have advice and guidance to provide. The Golden Queen stares at you thoughtfully. I see. Speak to the guard outside the meeting hall of Darlaja and tell him to expect his visitor. When the wizard arrives, he is to be allowed before us without delay. Oh boy. Ah, awesome. Because we traveled with Gandalf, with the wizard when he was called Gandalf, now Mithrandir, and now I wonder if the game will start calling him Inkanush, since everybody else will use that name. That would be really fun. At this point, I wonder if the game will end up using all of Gandalf's name at some point or another. That would also be really fun. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. I am sorry, did you say I am to allow a wizard inside the meeting hall?
I am to allow a wizard inside the meeting hall?
Imagine that! A real live wizard! I will of course allow him to pass. You can pass, Gandalf. You can pass. Did he give you any indication of when he will arrive, Beriathan? Are wizards known to be punctual? You are sure, Jai, that Inkanush, the wizard, will arrive whenever he arrives and not a moment sooner or later. He thanks you, a puzzled expression on his face, and says in that case he will wait for as long as he must. Yeah, wizard is never late, nor is he early. Boy, I think I need to... What do I do? Let's... Okay, and what about my virtues? Because I want to make sure that these... I know, max level is 94. I'm totally fine. Amazing. So Justice is now level 91. Cool. We got some new rewards that I will need to check. But this is the end for now of the Song of Waves and Wind. As you see, the story continues in a future update. As of the time of recording, update 43 has not released yet, but it's right around the corner. So expect those episodes coming your way as well. For the time being though, this has been all on today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.